Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today discussion will be informative speech. So we'll begin with HANIS ADRIANA to give her speech.
So thank you to the moderator. Hi everyone. My name is HANIS HAZIQAH. So for today's informative speech is about effects of social media to the teenagers. Okay, what is social media? What social media can do and how far it can interconnect with others. So we will discuss together. Social media refers to all applications and websites or blogs that enable people around the world or around the globe to interconnect with the internet or by the chat, or they can even share their content. It also can do a video call among many other functionalities that offer to the users. In order to a person to be a member to social media, a person have to sign up, then sign in to access content, and then be able to share and chat with other users. In fact, that there are various of applications and websites on the internet, but the common or widely used nowadays are Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, WhatsApp, and Snapchat. Over the past 2 decades, social media has gained so much growth fame worldwide to an extent that many researchers are now interested in learning more about the social media platform, and they even want to do a researches about effects on the community. Despite the fact that almost everyone in the community is connecting at least to one social media platform, the youth and teenagers are the leading or the most fanatic user to social media, to the point that they even use social media while in the class or doing something crucial. According to the facts that I said just now, it can be proved on this table. So, okay, on this table, the highest ranking where 37.8% of the teenagers that have friends on social media is 100 to 500, and 23.8% means they are even have 1,000 friends or community that they are connecting to each other. Next, the following point is the duration usage on social media. The table shown that the highest percentage of time spent is 1 to 4 hours a day, where it given 38.4%. Then, 9% of the teenagers can even spend more than 10 hours a day on social media. In consequence, researchers have found that this social side impact that live among the teenagers in a society related to their behavior, moral support, or even on their education wise. Even I am now proving the bad effects or negative effect of the social media, I am not refused that it is also have their positive impact. So it gives both positive and negative impacts to the teenagers in using social media. So in today's speech, I am aim to bring up the bad impact of social media, specifically to the teenagers nowadays. After all the things I said before, what did social media do to the youth and teenagers? What social media affects them? So as shown on the charts, the highest percentage or mostly negative effects of the social media to the teenagers is bullying or rumor spreading. Social media also provides a good platform where cyberbullying is done, and this can increase the chance or incidence of identity theft. This has the number of risks to the youth or teenagers as their personal information can get stolen. Since it is stored in some location that they do not know where they store the information. Social media do encourage the spread of wrong information. This will turn leads to fight and enmity between parties. Okay, so next, succeeding to the second information given on the chart is 70% of the negative effects is harm relationship or in-person contact. Alright, although social media has many benefits, it also has the potential to destroy certain relationship. It is including decrease the time with the family, misconnection with the family or friends, hurt feeling or conflict arising from disagreement. Social media can impact relationship by decreasing the amount of the quality time to spend with the family or friends. They do rather lying on the bed to scroll on social media than do something together with their family or friends, such as they can go to picnic or do some physical activities with their friends, with their families. It is ultimately lead to social media addiction if this left unchecked. So last but not least, 50% of this it is unrealistic views of others' life. People often post pictures on social media with heavily staged photos. This will create unrealistic expectations on life and friendship in their minds. It can also create a negative impacts on the sense of self-worth, confidence and well-being because social media have a power to break the relationship of increasing false expectation and jealousy among their users. So, in order to help them, we have to take a step to do something. Strike while the iron is hot. Therefore, there are several steps to encourage responsible use of social media on teenagers in order to limit some of its negative effects. As we know, we cannot stop them from using social media, but at least we can limit them to use social media. We can limit their usage. So first, set the reasonable limit. Parents have to take a responsibility to talk to their children about how to avoid letting social media interfere with their children's activities, especially sleeping schedule or time to do a homework. Encourage them to a bedtime routine that can avoid electronic media use. Then, the other things that parents can do is encourage face-to-face contact with friends. This is particularly important for teenagers to expose to social anxiety disorder. Lastly, what can I say is we have to unite to spread the awareness to save our generation. We always to remind them that social media or internet is not their problem solver, especially to the young generation. I think that is all from me. Thank you.
So thank you to our presenter, which is Hanis Adiana, for the speech. So next, I will welcome Sarah to give her speech.
Okay, thank you to the moderator. Hi everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to my friends and my dearest lecturer, Madam Nabila Izzati. My name is Sarah Nur Iman binti Muhammad HANIZAL. Today I would like to deliver an informative speech which is phone addiction. A mobile phone is expected to make things easier for us. It serves us the liberty to connect with anyone around the world spontaneously. They empower us to find any information we require and are a great source of entertainment. While this device was designed to empower us, sadly it's turning out to subjugate us. Almost every mobile user is suffering from the addiction of mobile phone these days, including me. I have a question for you guys. Are you guys addicted to your smartphone?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for the response. Let's take a look at this graph. What does people use phone for? By looking this graph, the highest percent is people use phone for messaging friends and family. By having phone, it makes people easy to catch up with their beloved ones. There are many messaging medium people use such as WhatsApp, Telegram, iMessage and many more. But the most common use is WhatsApp. Over 2 billion people already use WhatsApp, which make it a market leader in instant messaging apps. Almost everyone is a WhatsApp user, including me. WhatsApp popularity is in part due to its being completely free for consumers and substituting SMS and phone calls. That makes it great for keeping in touch with family and friends abroad. They only need a phone number to get started and the apps is intuitive to use. Next, the second graph shown, people use phone for browsing social media. Smartphone can connect to the internet and run apps which are Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, WeChat, Twitter, YouTube, and many more. People can maintain social connection and support networks. In addition, people can access more information and can get instant news without wasting time. This second graph here, people use phone for reading the news. Online news is faster and easier to access. The person doesn't have to go to the store to read the newspaper. Worldwide news is available on the site. The content in the online news is well organized. for the readers. The readers won't face any problem in searching for the information required. Now, by looking the chart right here, this chart represents the average time a person spends on smartphone daily is 4 hours 10 minutes. I also spend an average 4 hours a day on my phone according to my iPhone screen time function. It is huge now. It is a huge number for me. This is my experience. I just wanted to spend some time by collecting my Shopee coin, but suddenly something just pop up at the timeline and catch up my eyes, such as a beautiful dress, shoes, and others. Then I just scrolling and spend more time there. Furthermore, about 87.8% smartphone user feel anxious when they leave their phones at home. This term is known as nomophobia or no mobile phone phobia. It is a psychological group of symptoms in which a person experience fear about not having their mobile phone connectivity. It has been considered a symptom or syndrome of problematic digital media use in mental health. Nomophobia may also lead to physical issues such as sore elbows, hands, and necks due to repetitive use. The number of mobile users are increasing from 2016 until 2020, which is reached about 5.22 billion. It can be said that 3/4 of total population of the world are mobile phone user. Moreover, the first graph here shown the teenager addiction is to check phone message and notification after waking up. By grabbing the phone first thing and immediately diving into the online world, it will priming the brain for distraction. Seeing or reading something negative first thing in the morning can trigger the stress response and put you on edge for the rest of the day. In other words, throughout the day, you will get distracted much quicker and mess up the productivity by checking the smartphone first thing in the morning. Mobile addiction is more serious than what you guys think nowadays. There are some ways to overcome the phone addiction. Firstly, to keep phone in handbags while meeting people. This is because we can spend enough times with person we meet without interruption from the smartphone. Other than that, face-to-face interaction become more effective and we can give full attention when talking to someone. It's important to leverage face-to-face communication to build trust through nonverbal cues such as eye contact, tone of voice, and facial expression. Next, the second one, the way to overcome the phone addiction is turning off notification. Many people get distracted by the endless notification received from their social media such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WeChat. The more often you check the phone, the more it's become an ingrained habit. So turn off notification, you will feel less compelled to use phone. Last but not least, turning off phone at night. For example, you start scrolling TikTok, which is full of entertainment at your sleeping time. You will feel addicted until you sleep late at night. So the best way is you need to turn off your phone when you want to sleep to avoid sleep late at night. In conclusion, mobile phones have been created for our convenience. We must limit the usage to take charge of our life. Mobile Mobile addiction can ruin our life if it is not stopped on time. Getting rid of this habit may be difficult, but it is not impossible. People experiencing the problem of mobile addiction must make an effort to get rid of it and return to the real world. Okay, thank you.
So, thank you to our second speaker, which is Sarah. So, we will continue with the next presenter, which is No Afika.
Alright, thank you to our moderator. So how are you guys today?
Fine.
Fine.
Good.
Alright, I hope you guys doing well. So I have one more question. Do you guys love online shopping?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Really,
I can
really like.
I can predict the answer because we all teenager. Alright, so hi, my name is Nur Afika. My topic for informative speech for today is online shopping. So as we know, online shopping is very popular nowadays because it is much easier than go to physical store. When online shopper choose to shop online, the entire browsing experience is simplified. Why? Because customer can easily browse from the website. We no need to go to the physical store to choose, to take a look and purchase that things. So one more thing, the advantage of online shopping is it's available 24/7, which is around the clock. Not like physical store, we need to go at specific hours such as like 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So if we go for online shopping, we can browse the website 24/7, which is the whole day. Due to the COVID-19 that started March 18, 2020, government enforced Movement Control Order, which is MCO, that significantly reduced our retail activity. Because of what? Because we cannot go more than 10 km from our house. So, however, as Malaysian consumer purchasing habit has grown during MCO, mostly people who work from home choose to do online shopping because of what? Because they have a limited ability to go out and shopping for necessities. Furthermore, the government increased internet purchasing during MCO. So here, I would like to share to you guys a chart. So let's we see together. So here is the chart that I want to share with you guys. So here is a fast-moving consumer good FMCG graph. As you guys can see, here we have global, Asia, Western Europe, USA, Eastern Europe, and Latin America. From 2019, 2020, and 2021, the percentage is keep on increasing. It's such a good thing. So what we get from these increases, firstly, online shopping retailer need to quickly identify consumer behavior as it relates for searching, ordering, and consuming. What I can say here, online seller need to be creative in order to promote their product. So as we can see, the percentage is keep on increases. So that's proving that the retailer be creative years by years. So people get interested to purchase the things from website. So they carry out the same purchasing related duties as a physical store. Other than that, customers need to use internet and manage their own process. Due to the nature of the internet economy, retailer must understand their customer needs and concern. As a result, shops should improve their online product in order to gain a competitive advantage. They must provide a unique product or service so that customer will like online shopping and return to make additional purchase. For example, as we can see, people nowadays shopping at TikTok shop. So the seller need to be creative how to attract the people, how to attract the TikTok user. And as we can see nowadays, like TikTok user is not only teenagers. Like my mom also have a TikTok, so she tell me that, oh, I want to buy this thing at TikTok. So I kind of impressed for her. So secondly, many worldwide companies are developing e-commerce to provide possibilities for market exploitation. To make sure of this, the business carry out through planning by creating a comprehensive sales and marketing plan to persuade consumer abroad to buy their product. Such as example, as we can see that a lot of us purchasing things from China, and that's not impossible because the e-commerce company, alright? So the expectation of online e-commerce are determined by whether the product meets people expectation. E-commerce later become one of the most widely used method for offering online sales and transaction. Websites are made to provide customer with option for selecting from variety product instead of shopping outdoor, which take more time. So shopping online, the customer will have wide variety of product choose, simple for them to browse and no need to drain their energy to walk, to dress up, to driving, go to the physical store. That's a good thing. So the next graph I will show you is here. This graph I got from Trading Economist Consumer Spending Graph. TradingEconomist.com report Malaysia e-commerce has seen considerable increase in annual years since 2017. In a comparison of other Southern Asian nations, Malaysia has a higher internet penetration at 80.1%. The Malaysian government wants to see 19% of its citizens using the internet. Travel is one of the internet shopping categories. As we can see right now, like most of my friends go abroad to travel, and it make up 39% of all e-commerce. Furniture and household categories make up about 30% of the total, while consumer electronics provide about 17.3%. Despite Malaysian 4 years increase, half of Malaysian population does not shop online. I think you guys can guess what categories of people that do not shop online. So this is due to the fact some of Malaysian over 40 years old still doing their shopping physically. They think that buying outdoor is much simpler and easier than online shopping. There's 19 million of buyers who do not use internet to make purchases. The average age of citizen that use online shopping is 24 years old, making them technologically sophisticated. So compared to Generation X and Y, Generation Z is regarded for being highly advanced in technology, which is the child or teenager that was born in the late 2000s, has begun to embrace digital technology, and they have no problem to do online shopping. So consumer certification will encourage individuals to continue purchasing online. According to the recent online survey from UOW Malaysian KDU Business School, 76% of Malaysians pay an extra 5% when shopping online for convenience, value and perks. This is because online shopping is safe and it helps individuals to receive their supplies needs during the COVID-19 issue. As we can see, online shopping is very, very helpful for us during the COVID-19 because we cannot go out from our home. So e-commerce will help us to deliver our things or stuff in front of our door. So it's really, really convenient. Furthermore, even without COVID-19, Malaysia's internet economy grew by 21%, with e-commerce able to generate high rate of economic growth. This is because people may quickly adopt digital platform and it eventually becomes a necessary rather than a choice. People will be more influenced to shop online as a result of digital adoption. But we need to bear in mind, we need to use our money wisely. So before I end my speech, I would like to share quotes from Will Rogers, which is, too many people spend their money to buy something that they do not want, but they buy something to impress people that they don't like. So I end my speech with this quote, and I give time to you guys to think what I say just right now. And thank you.
Okay, so thank you to AFIQAH for the great presenting. So we continue with the next presenter. So I welcome KHAIRUNNISA to give her speech.
Thank you, moderator, for giving me a chance. Hello, everyone. First of all, let me thank you for making time today. Before start, let me introduce myself. My name is KHAIRUNNISA binti JUHARI from AS2432. Not feeling sleepy at night? Hard to sleep and falling asleep but couldn't not sleep? You are facing a serious problem. Talking asleep should not be hard after a tiring day. If it does, then you are having insomnia. As you guys can see on screens, there are 237 million people who suffer insomnia. So, what is insomnia? Have you heard about that?
Yes.
Okay, let me explain to you more. Insomnia is a sleep disorder that regularly affects millions of people worldwide. Someone with insomnia finds it difficulty to fall asleep or staying asleep. According to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, thresholds, adults need at least 7 to 9 hours for sleep in every 24-hour period, depending on their age. 10 to 30% of people across the world experience insomnia based on the current global population. Insomnia is a sleep disorder in which you have a trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. There are two types of insomnia, which is primary and secondary. For primary insomnia, that means your sleep problem like any other health condition or problem. For secondary insomnia, that means you have a trouble sleeping because of health condition like asthma, depression, cancer, or heartburn. There are a few symptoms of insomnia, which is difficulty falling asleep at night, waking up during the night, waking up too early, not feeling well rested after a night's sleep, daytime tiredness or sleepiness, depression or anxiety, difficulty paying attention, focusing and remembering, increasing error or accident, and ongoing worry about sleep. Table 1 shows that the prevalence of insomnia with age and gender. Insomnia was found in 33% of patients, which is 68% were female and 32% were male. 32% patients below the age of 35 had insomnia, which is 69% were female and 31% were male. 68% of patients are below than 35 years old, which is 68% were female and 32% were male. It also showed the association of insomnia with socio-economic variable. Insomnia was found to be a significant higher in patients below 35 years old of age. The educational background did not significantly affect insomnia, which is 40% of literally of people with basic schooling, 90% of undergraduate, 30% of graduate, and 90% of postgraduate degree holder were found to have insomnia. Employment also had no significant correlation with insomnia. 38% unemployed, 33% unskilled, 45% skilled worker, and 30% professional were found to have insomnia. Family income was another significant variable. How to prevent insomnia? Good sleep habit can help prevent insomnia and promote sound sleep. Keep your bedtime and wake time consistent from day to day, including weekend. Stay active. Regular activity helps promote a good night's sleep. Check your medication to see if they may contribute to insomnia. Avoid or limit nap. Avoid or limit caffeine and alcohol, and don't use nicotine. Avoid large meal before bedtime. Make your bedroom comfortable for sleep. Create a relaxing bedtime ritual such as taking a warm bath, reading or listening a soft music. For the conclusion, insomnia is a common sleep disorder which is made time missed by a primary care physician until or asked for. The prevalence of which was as high as 33% in this study, diabetes and increasing age were significantly associated with insomnia. All diabetic patients should be screened for insomnia by the primary care physician with a self-assessed questionnaire. A caring physician should assess a sleep pattern for every patient and give counseling or treatment for the same. So stay safe, avoid insomnia, and if you have any symptom, let's or go to the hospital to check. Love yourself and love your health. That's all from me. Thank you.
So thank you to our speaker, which is KHAIRUNNISA, for the great speech. So lastly, I will invite the last presenter, which is me. So my name is Muhammad HAFIQ bin TAJUDIN. So I will give a informative speech about the science of bodybuilding. So did you guys know what is bodybuilding? Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay. So the bodybuilding is the use of progressive resistance exercise, which is to control and develop one muscle by muscle hypertrophy for aesthetic purpose, which is on the process of developing muscle fiber through the combination of weight training, increase calorie intake, and rest. And it is distinct from similar activities such as powerlifting because it is focused on physical appearance instead of strength. So individual who involved in this activity, we call it as a bodybuilder. Okay. So next, this is the science of workout split, which is, as you guys can see, from our right, which is science of workout split, and the left is the bro split. Okay, let me tell you first about the bro split. So as you guys can see, the bro split, split of a workout will hit one group of muscle in one day. As you guys can see, from Monday, it hit chest, the Tuesday back, Wednesday arm, and the next day is rest, and so on. So this is not a good way to do a workout according to the science. As you compare to the science of workout split, which is for Monday, we call it as a push day. So what is push day? Push day actually it hit around three type of group muscle, which is your chest, which is your upper chest, mid chest, and lower chest, and next which is shoulder, your front deltoid, your interior deltoid, and your mid part of your deltoid, and lastly it will hit your tricep. So when you do you guys must be wondering why. So why this three type of muscle have to be in the same day? For example, let me give you an example. If you do a chest workout, another two of this group of muscle will be affected too. So that's why it will be including in the push day. So okay, next we will move on to the pull day. So pull day it will hit around two type of group muscle, which is your back, which is back including your trap, your lats, and your lower back, and one group muscle that will involve in this pull day, which is your bicep. Okay, so for example, when you do a back workout, you also involve your bicep. So that's why we include this bicep exercise in with we combine bicep exercise with back exercise. And lastly, the legs. So legs will be involved about four type of muscle, which is your glutes, your quadricep, your hamstring, and also your calf. So for example, if you do a squat, it will activate your glutes and your quads for the main part of muscle activation, and also it also will involve your hamstring and also your calf. Okay, and the next day you should rest. Why you should rest? Because you need to recover your muscle uh, to get a bigger. So, and also in rest you should take a lot of protein and consume more protein, which is you can consume raw protein, which is like chicken, meat, or fish, or any type. If you want to more easy to consume protein, you can take protein powder, which is a whey protein, your mass protein, or any type of protein powder. So this slide I will talk about a push day. So as you guys can see the graph here, which is the graph of chest muscle activation versus chest exercise. So there are 6 types of different chest exercise, which is the first one is a barbell bench press, next is cable crossover, next is a dumbbell bench press, and next is butterfly machine chest fly, next is dumbbell fly, and lastly dumbbell pullover. So why the barbell bench press has the highest of muscle activation is because barbell bench press is a weight training exercise in which the trainee press a weight upward while lying on a bench. Although the bench press is a full body exercise, the muscle primarily used are the pectoral major, which is your chest. Next is anterior deltoid and also tricep. Among other stabilizing muscle, a barbell is generally used to hold the weight. So the barbell bench press has the, which is I call it the most stable chest exercise to grow your chest activation. So cable crossover have the 70% of chest activation, which is lower than barbell bench press. It is because cable crossover you can choose more lightweight if you compare to the barbell bench press, and it has the support from cable, so that is why it has the lower chest activation compared to the barbell bench press. So next is dumbbell bench press, which is around 50%. So it is more lower than the barbell bench press and cable crossover. So the reason for it lower than other exercise, because when you perform this dumbbell bench press, some people will have a problem to imbalance when do this exercise, and uh, it will lead not great posture to perform chest exercise, and that's why it has the lower percent of muscle chest activation. Next we move to the butterfly machine chest fly, which is around 70%, with same like cable crossover. And next is dumbbell fly. Dumbbell fly is around 30 to 40%, is lower, still lower like the dumbbell bench press. So the reason is same like the dumbbell bench press, which is imbalance posture. And lastly, this is the special case for dumbbell exercise, which is dumbbell pullover. So dumbbell pullover, usually people use only one side of dumbbell and hold the dumbbell with both hands. So this type of movement which it can lead to the balanced chest activation, and that's why it is the second highest of chest activation. So next we're gonna talk, next slide I will talk about legs. So this as a side picture we call it a barbell squat, so known as a barbell back squat. The barbell back squat is a compound exercise that activates muscle group throughout your lower body, including your quadricep, your hamstring, your glutes, and also your calf. So how to perform the barbell back squat is by standing with your feet shoulder width apart, and then take a deep breath and unwrap the weight barbell and holding it onto your upper back, which is and keep your chest up and your back straight as you hinge your hip and knees to lower your body through a full range of motion into a squat position. So the barbell back squat been repeatedly shown in a multiple paper, for example like this McMahon paper, which is elicit the very high of quadricep activation. But however, it will also heavily involve the glutes and various side of your lower body muscle. As you guys can see the graph here, which is the effect of squat range of motion on quadricep growth, which is there are two type of graph, which is the full range of motion squat and partial range of motion squat. So you guys must be wonder why the full range of motion and partial range of motion have a different percentage. I can say. So the range of motion is a characteristic by the capability of a major or a body part to undergo its complete spectrum of movement. It is the measure of the distance and direction of movement around a specific joint or body part, while the normal range of motion varies among different joints in the body. So the level of flexibility typically play an important role in the extent of movement around them. So the full range of motion is defined as the act of moving as far and anatomically possible during the given exercise. So the constitute full range of motion will vary based on your anthropometry. It stick with the research recommend as optimal. So simply aim to come down to at least slightly below the parallel or deeper. If your mobility enable you to do so safely. So I will end my speech with two quotes from the famous people in bodybuilding business, bodybuilding industry. So the first one, which is from the first Mr. Olympia, which is Arnold Schwarzenegger, which is you can have a result or excuse, but not both. And the next, which is from the three-time Miss Champion of Mr. Olympia, which is Chris Bumstead. As you can see, when you look in the mirror, you don't see the perfect version of yourself. You better see the hardest working version of yourself. And that's all from me. Thank you. So that's all from our group. So thank yous, guys, for the informative speech that been present. So That's all from us. Thank you. Bye.